Hi, my name is Ralph McKay. I work for the Conservation Division at the Long Beach Water Department. I am usually the guy they call out to do water audits, normally for people who have high water bills or suspect a water leak on their property. When I'm called out to somebody's house to do a water audit, one of the first things I'm going to do is check the meter. The meter will be my telltale sign to determine if they actually have a leak or not. If you suspect you have a leak in the property, after you take the lid off the meter box, the little blue triangle on this meter is moving, which indicates there's a leak on the property. On some meters, this little blue triangle may be red. If it's moving and you don't have no water running in the house, then there's a leak going on somewhere on the property. Once I've looked at the water meter and everything and have determined that there is a leak going on, then I would enter the house, and one of the first places I would look is in the bathroom. One of the major leaks that I find in houses is a leaky toilet. And what's happening is a lot of times the flapper is deteriorating, going bad, and it doesn't make a tight seal. So you always hear your toilet running all the time because water is always escaping, trying to keep the bowl full. The flapper is located at the bottom of the tank, right there where the chain connects to it. All right, that's an easy fix. Just make sure you turn the water off at the bottom down there. Turn it off. You flush it to get all the water out of the tank. The flapper will unsnap or unhook or unbutton from the tower. Once you got all the water out of the tank, take a towel and wipe the opening down here, to clean it from all the sediment that has been built up over time, because you want to make a tight seal. Once you put the new one on there, and you fill it back up with water, it's going to be a nice tight seal, and you won't have this running all the time. And this can be a big culprit in your high water usage and everything. Another culprit is the chain could be too long. So what happens is that chain could get caught up underneath the flapper where the flapper can seal. See, this chain is a perfect length. It's not too long, it's not too short. It's just long enough to where the flapper seats well on the opening. A lot of people assume that if they don't hear their toilet running, then it's not leaking, and that is not necessarily true. I've been to many homes where people have had 3 and 4 bathrooms running at the same time and they didn't hear a thing. That's why it's a good idea to always check the meter and always use some food colorants in the back here if you suspect that there is a leak going on. To check to see if you got a leak in your toilet, you can use food coloring, the little tabs and everything. And what you would do is you would take a tab or two, just throw the tabs in there. All right, then I would wait a good 5 minutes or so. Don't flush it, just walk away, come back in about 5 minutes. If you open the toilet up and everything and blue is in the bowl, then you have a leak. And that's the flapper, letting water get by. The cost of a flapper kit is what, about maybe at the most $8? It's an inexpensive fix for something that can really lead to a high water bill if it goes unchecked. If you had a regular washer or a regular faucet like right here on what's on the counter here, these are a lot easier to fix. So I would say, yeah, if you're handy, go for it. If you can fix it, I mean, it's pretty easy. Before you change any washer or anything like that in your sink, make sure you turn the water off underneath the sink, okay? You're gonna have 2 of them, hot and a cold. Just turn them off. That way when you take that thing apart, the water won't be flying up into the ceiling. On this one here, you need a little Allen wrench to take off both handles. These will come straight off, and then you'll see another little stems that are coming up. You take the little stems off, and then inside of those, it will be a washer, okay? And that's what you take off, throw that one away and put a new one on there, and then put everything back on there the way you found it, and then that would fix your leak. Next, we're into the kitchen. It's just like the bathroom. I'm going to inspect the sink here. Let me just dry this up a minute. See if it's really going. I don't see no dripping going on. That was just for me turning the water on just a second ago. This is a little suspicious here. All right, this is telling me that there was a leak in the past. It looked like it's been fixed already. 50% of the time when I go to a customer's house, I find that the irrigation is faulty. Okay, I'm looking for maybe a running sprinkler head where water is oozing out around the top of it. Signs of a faulty valve could be a broken solenoid, water coming out of the bleed screw, excessive water coming out of the overflow, or wetness around the base of the manifold. Sometimes when I come out to a customer's house and I can't find a leak in the house or any other kind of anomalies going on, I'll look at the timer. And a lot of times the timer is not set right. They have too many start times. There's the wrong time on here, wrong time and date, which in case means that the battery's dead, so it doesn't know what to do. In that case, you need to get your manual out, and if you don't have a manual, you need to go to the manufacturer's website and see how to reprogram your timer. I hope you found this video helpful. Again, key places to check for water leaks are the meter boxes, faucets in both the kitchens and the bathrooms, the toilets, and lastly, the irrigation system.